Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome back to Freeze Frame, episode 44, the show where we stop to take a moment to discuss all the heavily talked about news of the week having to do with movies, TV, streaming, and pop culture. I'm your guide through the multiverse, Ryder Maldonado, and today on this cosmic adventure, I'm joined by Vincent DeSantis.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Freeze Frame. Let's go. I'm excited. New year, Ryder. How you feeling about everything? What's going on? What are you thinking?
I'm feeling great, man. I know everybody at home is going to be pretty surprised to hear that I haven't talked to you since last year.
Oh yeah, a couple days ago.
I know you're gonna hate me for that one, but I had to. But yeah, it's exciting. I think we got lots of planned here on the channel. Movies, baby. There's a lot of movies and shows coming out this year.
Yeah, there are. Oh yeah.
Maybe too much. No, never too much. Never too much.
Never enough.
Never enough. Yeah. But
I'm still catching up on 2021's movies right now.
Me too. Yeah. There's a lot of definitely on the backlog that I need to get to, and we'll see.
For real.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we hope we've had a fantastic year. Let's start 2022 off strong. If you're listening at home, audio platforms and everything, thank you so much for listening. You can please give us a review. Let's start off the year right. Let us know how we can improve the show for this new year. Hop in our Discord.
Also, Spotify added reviews. So if you haven't already, you can give a little rating on Spotify. I don't know why they haven't had that before, but yeah.
No, yeah,
thanks.
Good point. We have Instagram, Twitter. Of course, we're gonna be honing in on our TikTok, or at least we're gonna try to. So definitely, you guys are gonna want to check that out. Link down below. And of course, this episode of Freeze Frame, presented by Strictly Casual, is brought to you by Manscaped, our bread and butter.
Yo, Manscaped. Cheers to 2022 and resolutions you can actually. How about upgrading your grooming routine new year? Our sponsors at Manscaped are here to make the ball drop into 2022 the cleanest ever. Set your first New Year's resolution with good intentions and join the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with our exclusive offer. Go to manscaped.com and use code strictlycasual for 20% off and free shipping. Guys, I just used the Lawnmower 4.0 and did the full neck to, thigh down there. Mm-hmm. Full clean, baby. I'm soft as a baby's butt, just all the way down. Okay.
Nice.
It's clean. Mm-hmm. It's great. I was wearing the performance boxers the other day and I used the body wash today. I am literally all Manscaped. I'm manscaping it up the whole week. It's been amazing. Do you have wild hairs coming out of your nose or ears? Well, Manscaped can solve that problem too with their Weed Whacker. This nose and ear hair trimmer uses a 9,000 RPM motor-powered 360-degree rotary dual-blade system to provide proprietary skin-safe technology, which helps prevent nicks, snags, and tugs in those delicate holes. Whether you get your resolution to work out or travel to new places, be sure to travel to manscaped.com for our exclusive offer for 20% off and free shipping with code strictlycasual.
There you have it. So well said. Again, guys, you can get 20% off and free shipping with the code strictlycasual at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com, and use the code strictlycasual. It's a new year, new me in 2022 with Manscaped.
Shout out Manscaped, baby. We're stoked to be partnering with you guys another year. Very, very happy.
Absolutely. It's a great pleasure. All right. And now, the moment of truth to get into the heavy news with probably the most unfortunate way to end off 2021, and that is Betty White's passing. Now, of course, another passing that I wanted to put, this is more pop culture. John Madden passed too. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yep.
I was watching football all Christmas break with my cousins, and so we heard about them. And we're like, no, of course I know about him from the games, but I know he's such a iconic sportscaster. We also have Betty White passing, of course, one of the world's most iconic actresses of all time. We have a little, this is what's it called? Obituary. Sorry, obituary. I lost the word. Obituary. This is from The Guardian. Although she will be remembered best for playing the naive Rose Nyland in the hit comedy The Golden Girls, which came from 1985 to 1992, Betty White was for 7 decades one of the best loved performers on U.S. television, a consummate professional, who won 8 Emmy Awards, the first and last separated by more than 60 years. She was also a pioneer in the 50s, one of the first women to produce television, and 30 years later, the first female game show host dubbed a femc. So, I mean, her list goes on with fantastic work.
Well, let me tell you, Betty White may have died at 99, but she also lived through 17 leap years, which means 17 extra days. So you know what? We're going to count it as she's 100, okay?
Ooh,
she was 100.
I like that.
That's what we're going for.
Yeah, she died at 100. She made it to the big centennial.
She made it.
That's cool. Thank you for that. I didn't know that. So, yep, I feel better about that. Betty
Totally.
White will be missed.
Sad though. It's very, very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
anyways,
John Madden also,
mhm.
he owns a large portion of property in the city that I live in. So he was in our town quite a bit. He owned the restaurant that I worked at for years
Oh,
also.
nice. Wow.
Yeah,
That's pretty
very
cool.
crazy.
Okay. Well, we're all
Mhm.
connected to these people in some sort of way, right?
Exactly, exactly.
All right, moving on now to another big thing that came during Christmas. The new Batman trailer. This Batman trailer dropped, and it was called titled "The Bat and the Cat." And
It
oh
was a
boy,
spicy one.
it gave a lot. It gave a lot of details. Like, what'd you think of
It
it?
I mean, I watched it, I was getting all hot and heavy,
Mhm.
dude. I'm telling you, little bat, little cat. It's just woof, sheesh. Dude, the shot where she lays him out on the table, like
Mm,
after they fight and
hmm
stuff. Oh, God, gets spicy real quick. But it's a
hmm
great trailer. It's a great trailer. I cannot wait to see this movie.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. I think this movie
Cannot
people are hyping
wait.
it up a lot, and I think it's gonna be pretty. I mean, it's gonna be pretty nuts when it drops. I think it's gonna be kind of like a Spider-Man hype level. Like this is gonna
You
be
think so?
nuts. I think it's. I
I think
mean,
it's up there.
I think it's up there. We'll see if it even matches, but we got a couple months March. Maybe it's a little less pandemic-y, and maybe there's
Sure.
more release money there. Maybe.
Hey, but we got some Bat voice in there. Some Bat Pat does the Batman
Oh
voice
yeah.
in the trailer, and that was really good too. People were talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's
He sounds
exciting,
great.
dude.
He looks great, and we'll see
The
what happens.
visuals are amazing. Everything's looking so good.
Oh yeah, spicy.
Can't wait. Real spicy.
Okay, moving on now. We got this is another little tidbit. Oh man, you know what? I didn't even finish this one. Maybe we could do top three. So we have a little thing we
Okay.
want to talk about. What Netflix shows you should check out for 2022. We have a small little list
Right.
here, top five, top three. But some of the first one here, Ozark. I'll take it off to
Oh,
you.
baby. This is season 4 of Ozark, which is the final season of they're ending it. So it's
Mhm,
like it's just a 4 season short. Perfect for me. I love
mhm,
that. They're like 10 episodes each season or 8 episodes per season.
mhm.
Then this is like the final crescendoing piece of the
Yeah.
show. Like it's done. I can't wait. Jason Bateman is so good in it. I'm so excited. It's been 2 years since the last season. So, it's gonna be amazing.
I've seen a little bit of it from like over my mom's shoulder. She was watching it,
Yeah.
and already like I know the vibes, the acting as I know is
Oh,
just on a whole other level.
yeah.
And I want to say the comparison I can make to the show. Correct me if I'm wrong. Breaking Bad. It kind of feels like
Totally.
so. If
Yeah.
you're into that
Big
show,
comparison there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully the new it's a two-parter, right? The two-parter is coming out. So the first part one, I believe, right? Isn't it? Part like
Oh,
I think they're breaking up the season in two parts, something like that. I don't know if that.
yeah, but it's still like one season's length,
Oh,
but they're
okay.
doing like the part 1 here and then like halfway through the year the other part or
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah.
I heard. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't
Well,
know.
something to look forward
Regardless, I'm
to.
excited.
Yeah, definitely binge it, and that way you can catch up
Yeah.
for that. No one's coming up yet. You still got time. Another one that's just dropped, Jan 1. That is Cobra Kai. the
Tell me, how much have you watched so far?
so I've gotten through about I want to say 6 episodes. I'm on episode 7 now,
Mhm.
so I'm past the halfway mark. Right, the mid season finale happened. I always call it, and
Sure.
it ended on like a big separation point. I'll just leave it
Mhm.
at that. But oh baby, if you love the nostalgia, if you love I want to say somewhat cringy acting, but I don't know. It has a charm to it that takes that away.
I will say the first episode of this season to me was like was bad. I was like,
Mhm.
it
Uh-huh.
was Cobra Kai has always had this cheesy factor to it, right?
Mhm.
It owns it though, and it knows it's cheesy
Mhm.
and it goes for it, and I love that. But for some reason, I jumped into this season the other day. I'm like 4 episodes in, and the first episode was like, I don't know. It's like it's almost it doesn't know it's cheesy anymore. Like I don't know.
Oh.
It felt like it was a little too serious. But I don't know. After getting past that, second episode was so good.
Mhm.
Third, fourth were great. I'm on episode 5 right now,
Mhm.
so yeah. Oh, I can't wait to finish it. It's so good.
My favorite part about this show, and I'm sure you'll agree, is the callbacks and the little scenes that they show from the original films. I
Oh,
think it's like
it's
'cause
so good.
for any other movie or show, it wouldn't work. But the fact that they're
No.
just like, remember when this happened, and they show the scene from a movie, it's like,
Yeah.
this is great. Yeah, I like that movie scene. you know?
It looks totally different too.
Yeah.
It's just like,
So grainy.
oh,
But it's great
yeah.
because so this season, in the trailer, this features Terry Silver. So for those of you that like the third film, you'll get a lot of him in this one. So it's like, oh baby, it's
Which is
good.
the third film is not good.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
it's
it's
not
crazy.
very
It's
good at
out
all.
there. Mhm.
Yeah,
But Terry
but I
Silver's
love it.
back, and yeah, definitely. There's a lot of interesting stuff in this. And more themes. There's inclusivity. There's a lot more drama,
Sure.
and a lot more like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just getting. They're dabbling. They're dabbling. And I'm like, okay, I respect it.
And I know you saw this tweet too, but our friend Hawk tweeted this out, and he said every single every argument in Cobra Kai is just one person trying to apologize to another person,
Yeah.
and that other person just barks before before the other person can apologize,
Yeah.
and it starts a feud or something.
It's
So
crazy. It's
yeah,
it's
super funny.
overdone, but it's classic. So definitely check out
Yeah.
Cobra Kai. Let us know what you think. Here's another funny one. This is like kind of a sequel to, not a sequel, but here's the context. The title of this film, or series actually, I should say, The Woman in the House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window.
Yeah,
Now,
right, just a
that's
little bit of
long.
that.
So to anybody who doesn't know what this is a spoof series based off the Amy Adams film, The Woman in the Window, right? And so that is a serious film about a girl going through mental health problems, and she thinks that someone across her neighborhood was murdered. So there's a big mystery there, right? So this is a spoof on that from the writers. It's created by the Adult Swim writers, Rachel Ramos, Hugh Davidson, and Larry Dorff. And they're kind of just, poking fun at their Netflix parent company. They're with all the content that they make. But I respect it.
I'm sure it'll be funny.
I don't know if you've seen the trailer, but because when I first saw this, I was like, wait a second, that looks like Amy Adams. It's Kristen Bell. So I click on the trailer, and it's kind of like the same trailer. But I'm like, this is a satire. This has to be, because they're kind of recreating the movies. So
Kristen Bell's hilarious too.
It was pretty silly. But that's definitely a series coming.
I'll have to look at this. It's a funny concept to me that this is the thing that they're making fun of and making the whole show about.
It's surprising because I didn't even think it was that big of a film. So I think it's a surprising choice to say, let's spoof that one.
Yeah. Right.
But
I think they'll also, it's like a genre. Like Emily Blunt was just in one too. It's like very similar. Also, she's on a train and she thinks she sees a murderer, but it's I feel like this is a thing. It's a little bit of a crazy person. Maybe sees something, maybe doesn't, and we got to find out if it's real or not.
Yeah, I like those, but they're one of those like you only watch once and that's it, because you already know.
I haven't seen any of them.
But I agree. Yeah, we'll see what funny stuff comes with that. But yeah, those 3 shows, definitely check them out and give us any recommendations for new content we need to see. But we're on it. There's all kinds of stuff coming out.
Coming up next in major news, we have Disney, some Marvel news. Okay, we got a new Doctor Strange trailer. Okay, so we got like a couple weeks of news we got to catch you up on. All right, so if you haven't seen the new Doctor Strange trailer, it looks interesting. Ryder, give me your thoughts.
I mean, multiverse, baby. You know what I mean? Like, people are already talking about the potential cameos that could happen in this film, which is like, a part of me is like, listen, I love the cameos, but now I'm just also like, man, I feel like a lot of people are just wanting to see this film to see who's going to show up, which is like, it's cool, but people are talking, Chris Evans is Johnny Storm, the original actor who played Mr. Fantastic, Norman Reedus is Ghost Rider, like all this crazy stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, it's probably going to be a great film, but like, yes, the cameos are exciting, but one little tidbit I wanted to talk to you about. There was a little scene where Wanda, she has her little magical powers. In the background is the door from the TVA, one of those portal doors. And I didn't notice this, but I saw the clip and I was like, yo, we're probably going to get Loki. That seems like a potential or something connected to that. But yeah, we'll see. It looks cool. What do you think?
I didn't watch the trailer. I have only seen the end credit scene of Spider-Man, which is that basically the trailer?
It's the same thing, yeah. It's the same thing.
It's exactly the same thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I have seen it. And I'll see it again tonight when I go see Spider-Man tonight. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. Let us know what you think. Cool. Okay, Marvel films, this is crazy, right? This just blows my mind. 2021, the domestic box office revenue, so that's US mainly. Marvel films have accounted for 30% of that, with I think I saw Spider-Man being like 12% of the like $4 billion that was made. So pretty wild. I mean,
I got to bring it up. It's a double-edged sword.
Absolutely.
His number one, we see like this is the con, let's say. Spider-Man comes out. It dominates theaters, which is great. God bless Spider-Man. We love it. We love to see it. But it did throw some other movies that came out in the recent releases just to the side. Nobody's talking about it or thinking about it. So like The Last Duel, gone, like other things like that were launching around the same time. House of Gucci, like all these things, nobody's seen them because the theaters are dominated. We even have the local independent theater here is playing Spider-Man on both screens. I'm like, dude, I really want to go see Licorice Pizza, or like I really want to see Macbeth in theaters, stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, you're just showing Spider-Man the rest of the week. Like, it's a little disappointing. But in the good thing, people are going to theaters to see this movie, and we need that. We need people to be going to theaters to keep theaters alive. So it's
a balance.
I don't know.
You want to bring back theaters, which epic adventure films like Spider-Man do, but you need the balance, and you need both genres, and then that's where I feel I know we agree on that. It's like I love Marvel, but when people say, "Oh, it's theme park films," and I always quote Scorsese. I don't hate on him. I'm just saying, like, when they say, like, look at the box office. It's saving it, but I also understand. Yes, it needs to be more than just that, and I think there is, but you just gotta hope that you find a theater that's showing that.
Right.
You gotta expand your palette, right?
And it's not like this is gonna be forever. It's not like Spider-Man's gonna stay in theater forever. No. It's no fault to it. It's making a lot of money. Of course, people are it's gonna show at theaters. So
I can only imagine
just something to think about,
like the Batman, what that does, and Doctor Strange too, maybe as well. But we'll see. Here's a little nice tidbit. You got this one. Sorry.
No Way Home writer Eric Summers says there was a lot of painful made. Quote, we would love to have done this, and quote, oh, wouldn't it be great if these two villains could do this? But it must be in service of Peter's journey. So that's good.
We like that. I put that in there because I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool. Like, they have all this crazy stuff, but I'm glad they always thought about Peter's journey. And I think they did great with Peter Parker soloing, on his own.
I think so too. I can't wait to see it again because first time I was so wrapped up in just like what was happening. I kind of want to watch it for like different reasons tonight.
This will be your second time? Second time watching?
Yeah, second time.
Cool. Yeah, I think it's a lot better experience because you're looking past the cameos and the craziness, and you're just taking it in for the story for sure.
I just can't wait to see our good friend who appears in the movie for 5 seconds. Oh, yeah. Can't wait to see that.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. And then after Hawkeye, okay, we already talked about that anyways.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Kevin Feige, this is a cool quote. I want to put this because this is 100%. I agree with this quote. If you take me by anything, ladies and gentlemen, it's this quote. Kevin Feige, president of Marvel himself, says, "It's a good thing when people are in a theater and they stand up and cheer. It's a good thing when people are wiping tears because they're thinking back on their last 20 years of movie going and what it has meant to them." And I think that is why I personally love Marvel, because of the experiences. Stories, whether or not you think they're good or bad or not, I've always been like, it's whatever. I'm just thinking about the experience. I think that's my main thing when I watch any Marvel thing is just, am I having a fun experience with friends and family? That's it.
Yeah, it's good. Mm-hmm. And mine, it's like 50-50 for me. Sometimes I have a great experience. Sometimes I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So, but
sometimes,
the last 20 years, this quote is important for this movie in particular, though. Mm-hmm. And it does make sense in this context a lot.
But something like, what if? It's like, okay.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
Jessica Henwick says Charlie Cox about that opportunity of returning to the MCU years ago. Well, I guess there you go. If you haven't, I put we already knew it was happening, and she adds part of the reason she turned down the Shang-Chi role. Oh, she had a role in. Oh, that's right. Is she didn't want to end the chance of Colleen returning. I believe she was a character in Iron Fist, right?
Yeah, Colleen Wing, a sub character, but she was in a lot of the shows spread throughout,
Okay.
And I think she did Matrix. And so she finally came out and she's like, well, I want to do Matrix because of, I didn't want to kill those chances. And I was like, okay. Yeah. Makes sense. Cool.
I like that.
Oh, sorry. Just to go.
This one is BS. I know. I saw this. BS.
Okay.
Ah, God.
According to a survey, more than 6,000 moviegoers. This is from Fandango. Apparently the most anticipated film of the year, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. And I don't know. I mean, I'm with you. I don't know.
Who's excited for this?
I think there's a lot of excitement just because it's Black Panther and the first one was so hype. But after, I mean, it's like it's different. It's cool. It's so different now.
Have you guys seen the news? Like we've got
delays, controversy. I mean, I'm holding out faith, and I know you are too. But also, it's like,
I already don't like the character of Shuri. I don't want to watch a whole movie like as the main character.
Yeah.
The only part I'm excited for this movie is how they honor Chadwick Boseman. That is literally the only thing I want to see. And it's like, but as a movie as a whole, no shot, baby. I'm way more excited for the Batman or like, just other movies that are coming out. Like this is not even on the top 10 movies I'm excited about coming into 2022.
And with the villain being Namor, like that's confirmed. Namor is like it's like an Aquaman for MCU, right? So it's like, okay. I'm with you. It's like I just want to see. Show me a statue of Chadwick somehow, and like we're just like and don't even have it say T'Challa, just have it say Chadwick, and we'd all be there like, yep, no, we're with it. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm for it.
I'm with it. Yeah, I can go with it.
Anyways,
So I don't know.
We'll see.
Also, only 6,000 moviegoers is such a small population to survey for Fandango. That's a tiny reach. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of want to get. I want to ask you, and you could let me know what is your most
Yeah.
anticipated film of the year, if you know, because there's so many. I don't think
Mm,
I know yet,
I think I'd
but
have to like 2022 releases. Let me take a quick little gander here. So we have The Northman's got to be up there.
mhm,
Uh, the Batman is of course up there.
mhm.
Oh nope, Killers of the Flower Moon, Scorsese's new movie. I can't
Oh,
wait.
yeah,
Can't
no,
wait.
that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, yeah. I
That
think
one or
I don't know. Part of me wants to see. Oh, you know what? No, number one right here for me. Cross the Spider Verse,
dude, I
part
was
one.
just gonna say,
Yeah,
yep.
Spider-Man
Across
Cross the
Spider
Spider Verse.
Knives Out 2 is happening uh
Ooh,
this year. The Gray Man, which is Anthony and Joe Russo's new movie,
yeah. Oh, that's
should be
right. I
great.
remember, man, we were talking about that movie a
Lightyear,
long time.
the Buzz
Lightyear, yeah.
Lightyear
Mhm.
movie. Uh,
Uncharted, not really Uncharted. More like Jurassic World 2. That's like the big finale to the whole franchise. I don't know, that'd be pretty awesome.
I'll watch it, but it's gonna be a guilty pleasure. I don't know if it's gonna be too good. And Mission Impossible,
Mhm.
the new Mission
Oh
Impossible.
yeah. Oh my god. Top
See,
Gun. We can just keep going.
Top Gun Maverick. I'm more excited for that. More
Phenomenal.
excited for Thor: Love and Thunder.
Mhm.
You know what? I'll say it. I'm more excited to see Uncharted than Black Panther.
Oh,
Way more.
I agree. I'd agree. Yeah, I'm into Uncharted more. Yeah, we'll have to see some
Mhm.
footage from this. But hey, there's a lot of movies coming out this year. It's gonna be a
Yeah,
good year for movies. Hopefully it
I
just
hope
fully
so.
comes back.
Yep.
Yeah, I also want to ask everybody. Let us know what your most anticipated film is for the
Please.
year in the comments, or just message us on Discord. Okay,
Yep.
take
Yep.
us away.
Yep.
This is a
Let's
fun
get
one.
into a little bit of Star Wars news. Before I read this, Ryder, give me a quick little. How did you feel about the first episode of the Book of Boba Fett?
For me, the whole show was in fact, in a soundbite. But the coolest part was him putting on his
That's
armor.
funny.
He put on his armor, and then I was like, "Let's go!" And then he proceeds to
Yeah,
walk around, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that was it. Okay, cool." So
I think
that
the
was a
coolest part was
horrible description, but yeah.
coolest part's the healing tank. I was like, this is kind of cool.
Mhm.
But other than
Yeah,
that, dude, it's like I don't need the show at all. Like I don't need it at all. At all. I'd rather just wait another year for be
yeah.
more excited for Mandalorian.
I agree with you, but I also feel like the reason why we both think that is because we're part of the generation that wasn't with Boba. I think there's a lot of people that were like, "Yo, I want Boba Fett coming out of that Sarlacc pit,"
No,
and
see,
people. Oh, you don't think so?
I watched with my dad, who has
Okay.
saw
Yeah.
all those
Mhm.
original Star Wars movies in theaters. He
Yeah.
could care less about the show.
Ah,
He could care
okay.
less.
Okay.
He was like, he doesn't like the actress in there
Oh,
either,
Finnick.
and he doesn't
Ming
like
Now Wen.
yeah, Fennec, because he didn't like her in
Mhm.
Mandalorian. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to watch a show as her the main character.
Yeah.
Um, although I did like to see Camino in there,
Yeah.
like a
Little
little bit of
flashbacks.
that
I'd
was
say it's a little too many flashbacks for me. Like I get the story on him, as a
yeah,
post Sarlacc pit, how his armor got taken away, he was trapped, and how he becomes kind of that Boba Fett we saw at the end of Mandalorian. It's like
yeah.
how he got there. But half the episode was like, okay, cool. Let's see him as like this awesome bounty hunter. He's getting back, reigning of his empire. And the other half was him in the desert looking for water. And I'm like, I get it. I don't
And I'm
need
like,
that. I
what's
don't
his
need that.
empire, bro?
Yeah.
He's like,
What's the empire even? Yeah.
what? Yeah, why? Why does he
Mhm.
have an empire? He's like a bounty hunter. Like
Yeah.
he works for people.
It feels a little strange. I feel like there's gaps there that they're going to fill in the future, but
I
it's like
hope.
this could have just been set up and then give us a story versus just fill in.
Yeah.
So
And I hated that even the action didn't even do it for me. Like even the action,
yeah,
I was
my,
like,
my
okay,
expectations for the action in Disney Plus is always just slightly low. So that's why I'm like, that's
yeah.
cool. It's like hand-to-hand combat, great. Some parkour, that's all you can do, great. You can't do explosions.
Disney, this is to you.
Oh.
This is to you. Please don't pull Moon Knight's punches. Give me a TVMA show.
Oh,
Do
yes.
not give me a TV 14, like half in, like
Yes.
1 foot in the deep end, 1 foot on the safe side. Go crazy, please.
Oh,
Okay, that's
you
all.
you already know how worried I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be worried watching the show, thinking about
I'm so
why.
excited for it, and I
No,
don't
yeah.
want, yeah.
I am too,
Ah,
and I'm with. I want based on that, him in the restroom. He's like, boom, boom. Like, yes, get
yeah,
into it. Because if they can do John Walker with a bloody shield, that was
that was
something.
intense.
I
That
hope
was
they do
intense.
that over the whole Moon Knight. Like, give me all that.
Yeah,
We'll see, but yeah,
make it
I'm with you.
intense.
Exciting. Okay, we got DC now. The one DC little headline we got here: Michael Keaton apparently is set to return as Batman in HBO Max's Batgirl film. So this is exciting because based off some recent rumors about the Flash, I'm gonna say that again, rumors. We don't. It's
Rumors.
not true. They're saying that they're going to erase or kind of make a switch up for the DC and have a new Batman, new Superman, and
I
kind of change up the world, you know?
I heard a little bit about that going
Mhm.
on. You know,
Yeah.
I, who knows?
I
Time will
wouldn't doubt
tell.
it. Yeah, they said it follows a comic where like Flashpoint kind of does that, you know, and I think they're DC maybe trying to get rid of Zack Snyder, maybe, you know,
Sure.
that's been the rumors for a long time now. Whether or not that's gonna happen, we'll have to see. Am I
Right.
against that? No, like it'd be cool. Yeah,
No.
bring a new Superman, bring sure. Like
Sure.
DC, you know, I think you'll agree. DC is good when they're just doing the standalone stuff. The Batman, Joker, just standalone stuff. I think trying to
Yeah.
it's a little too complicated now, trying to create a
Well,
whole new thing.
that's the thing. Here's the problem. Probably.
Mhm,
Let's dig into this a little
mhm,
bit. Marvel's movies really started off with all the solo stuff, and
mhm.
then they started bringing it together. Whereas I think DC's their vision was like, oh my god, look at the Avengers, look at how well that
Let's
movie
catch
did.
up.
Let's try to bring them all together right away. And
Mhm.
they didn't develop any of the characters, so
Yeah.
you don't give a crap about any of them.
Mhm.
So
It's a little
I don't know.
rush. Yeah, it goes back to Justice League and Avengers. I remember when Age of Ultron, I think that was the year, and also Justice League came out same time. They did I think Wonder Woman, and then they just wanted Justice League to compete with Age of Ultron. It was like the same
Yeah,
time frame, and I'm like, no, you didn't have to rush to meet up with that second Avengers film. Like,
yeah.
and I think it was
I want a good
past the
Justice. I
start.
would love a good Justice League film. It's not like I'm rooting against
Mhm.
DC. Like I like their characters,
Me
but
too. Mhm.
and let's see. Let's hope Batman knocks it out of the park
Oh,
because
yeah. We'll see how it does, like box office wise, right? Like, I think that's kind of want to
sure.
see, like, is this gonna blow
Yeah,
anything away? We'll see.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Mhm.
Oh, and I got a text message about this the other day. John Wick. This is from other studios.
Okay.
Delayed nearly a year and will now drop March 24th, 2023.
Oh boy, I just give him more time. Just give him more time to really hammer it down, hammer it in. You know,
Yeah, just make it great. I don't care.
I
I'll
want
wait
it,
another
I
year.
want it to be
I don't need
phenomenal.
this tomorrow. Yeah.
Is that the text you got? You're saying,
Dude,
so cool.
I back in John Wick 2, I
Mhm.
signed up for this text thing and they text me
Oh,
all the time. They text me like every
yeah.
couple months. They're like, "Sir, the concierge, John Wick 4, blah blah blah." Like all like random stuff.
You kind of
It's
went. You
hilarious.
kind of went out when you said that whole little speech. I'm gonna be
Oh,
honest. Yeah.
sorry.
What was it? That they said?
Dang.
Just-
Basically, just like they send you a text
Mhm.
message randomly every couple months, and this month's was like John Wick 4. We'll see you at the
Oh,
concierge,
okay.
like blah blah blah,
Yeah.
like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I love it. The world is so. It's so funny. I love it. That's cool.
And they're still doing the TV show. I
Mhm.
don't know if when we're getting that.
Oh yeah,
The
the
John Wick TV
concierge. Yeah,
show.
the little prequel series. Yeah, we'll see.
Or the Continental.
Continental.
There it
Thank
is.
you, concierge. That's just the desk in the
I said
hotel.
concierge. Yeah, my
Yeah.
bad.
No, it's okay. Okay, up next we have new Uncharted trailer dropped as well, and we finally got a look at Mark Wahlberg as Sully with the stash, as well as some more kind of set pieces. We see some more of the story kind of fleshed out, and it
Yeah.
feels a little more concrete for this trailer. I think this one really kind of gave me more confidence for this film, and I think that's good.
Yeah.
What
Right.
do you think?
I don't know. We'll
Oh,
see. Again, I'm more excited to see that than Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
okay, well, that's all you need. That's all you need.
Here we go. And next up, we have a very, very special little piece of news here. Dwayne Johnson says there is no chance he will return for Fast and Furious 10.
Oh boy.
This is a quote from Dwayne
Yeah.
himself. He says, Vin's recent public post was an example of his manipulation. I didn't like that he brought up his children in the post as well as Paul Walker's death. Ryder,
Oh.
initially, what are your thoughts about this?
I think there's this hidden feud that I can't tell if it's genuine or if it's just adding publicity to the films because of their relationship in the movies. You know,
I think it's legit, dude. I think these people really don't like each other.
I want to say
Like a
so
little bit.
because you have to remember when they did Fast and Furious, Vin was kind of like the action star, and I feel like The Rock was
Right.
still kind of getting his bearings. But then as he grew, bigger and bigger, he's now like his own action star, carrying franchises. So
He's way bigger than
it's-
Vin Diesel.
it's
yeah.
too much. It's too much headbutting now for I feel like for them to be in the. It would be too much for them to be in the film. together.
Totally. It's just two egghead kings just battling it out, duking it out with their hulked out bodies.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the rest of this article comes from Deadline, and this is quote, the past June, when Vin and I actually connected, this is Dwayne Johnson talking, when Vin and I actually connected, not over social media, I told him directly and privately that I would not be returning to the franchise, Johnson said. I was firm yet cordial with my words, and I said that I would always be supportive of the cast and always root for the franchise to be successful, but that there was no chance I would return. I privately spoke with my partners at Universal as well, all of whom were very supportive as they understand the problem.
Hmm.
Now, writer. I would love to see The Rock in Fast 10.
Yeah, the big finale. It's the
He completes it.
yeah,
Fast 5 is like one of the best ones.
I think they wanted to like bring back everybody, like Suki and all the minor characters, just bring everybody back for kind of the ultimate finale for this franchise. And yeah, I'm right there with you. I think it's a tough thing because he's so big now, but at least he was respectful with how he said it. And I think he goes on to say, about the manipulation and kind of how he brought up. I'll say the next part of this quote. He says, "I didn't like that he brought up his children in the post, as well as Paul Walker's death. Leave them out of it. We had spoken months ago about this and came to a clear understanding. My goal all along was to end my amazing journey with this incredible Fast and Furious franchise with gratitude and grace." So he goes on to say more, but I was like, yeah, I mean, I feel like Vin's kind of playing and, he's not trying to be that.
It's Vin Diesel.
But it's Vin Diesel. So,
yeah, we know who we're talking about here.
But I'm with you. I would want to see The Rock come back, but people are also like, hey, this could be like, imagine like a Spider-Man dealio. Fast Furious 10 comes and they say, "Hey, yo, who's this? Hey, yo, Hobbs."
And he just walks.
He walks through a portal. Yeah, a portal, and he's there. Yeah.
Oh, right, exactly.
That's Fast 5 Hobbs, but I don't know.
It's good.
We'll see.
Diesel revealed over the summer, I guess, that the bad blood between the pair was due to Diesel using tough love while producing Johnson in 2016's The Fate of the Furious, which I think is one of the worst ones. It's got to be one of the worst Fast and Furious movies.
After Fast 5, they do go up and down. It's like, Fast
it's
5
rocky.
is like solid, yeah.
He told Men's Health magazine that he used the approach to assist in getting that performance where it needed to be, which is that's tough. That's a big ego that Vin Diesel has for these movies.
I mean, he's an actor, like I didn't think you needed to do that, but it works because now it's a real feud and everybody's kind of for it, right?
It's a real feud. And I mean, beyond that, like Vin Diesel started Fast and Furious and he is like the king of the. And I think he saw easily that The Rock was gaining on that. And I would say The Rock Vin Diesel is pretty recognizable too, but I would say The Rock is maybe the most recognizable actor working today.
Yeah, absolutely. In the world, he's the biggest action star ever in the world. 100%.
And I think Vin knows that. Vin knows he's down a notch now.
If he can get The Rock back in this Fast 10, it might be the greatest cinematic experience of all time.
It could be the greatest movie of all time.
We could even potentially see one of Paul Walker's brothers. Like they're cool with like even mocapping themselves as Paul. So I'm like, we could see even him return. Like,
that's tough. I don't know if I want to see Paul in a new one. I think it was like in the nice. I don't know if did you see Fast 9 or whatever they called it?
Yeah, I saw that.
The skyline pulls up at the barbecue. You're like, that's perfect. Like, he doesn't need to get out of the car. I don't need to see him. I know they're respecting him. They're respecting him.
Absolutely.
That's a great thing. So perfect. All right. Bam.
Great.
That was that.
Okay. Now moving on. Now we have another trailer, which for a film which probably pretty anticipated. I think this trailer looks phenomenal. This is Robert Eggers' The Northman. Okay, so this comes from the acclaimed director. This is an epic revenge thriller that explores how far a Viking prince will go to seek justice for his murdered father. Now, based on the trailer, it seems like it spans time, right? We see a little boy, and then we see him as older as Alexander Skarsgård, much older Viking, and I'm gonna say it's kind of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the story. Honestly, it seems like it's gonna say
so. Okay, I haven't seen the trailer for this yet, just screenshots. I don't know why I haven't seen it, but this seems like it's literally the plot of Vinland Saga, which, but anyway, I can't wait.
Yeah. No, it looks great. I mean, Nicole Kidman, she looks amazing. Anya Taylor-Joy, a lot of people love her. Ethan Hawke,
she's fire.
You got Willem Dafoe. That's it. And then Bjork, which I don't know. I feel like Bjork is a singer. I don't know. I've heard that name before, but correct me if I'm wrong. But either way, the trailer looks phenomenal. Yeah. I mean, it looks like they shot it kind of like The Revenant. I want to say kind of those wide angles, very gritty, very on ground, practical.
Movie, yeah. Okay.
But yeah, we'll definitely see. You have to see the trailer.
Is probably top
we'll
5.
Talk about it. Yeah.
I haven't even seen the trailer, but I know it's my top 5 next year. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, true. Yeah, don't ruin it for watching. I know you don't like to.
No, I will watch the trailer. I just don't know why I haven't gotten to it.
All right. And now that was it for our movies. Really? Yeah.
Yeah, let's jump into some television and streaming stuff. We got the first trailer for Atlanta 3 has been, and it premieres March 24th on FX. I haven't seen Atlanta, so I can't really speak on this too much.
Me too. I know it's great. I mean, you got
everybody tells me it's great.
Donald Glover, Lakeith Stanfield, some other phenomenal actors, but I forget the names. Yeah, on Netflix now, something I'm really excited for, Umbrella Academy, one of my hidden gems that I cherish so much. Season 3 is
Yeah.
coming out, and so they revealed posters for the Sparrow Academy, which is basically like a multiversal team of the main characters that we know. So they go back in time, and they, you create an alternate reality. So the season ended on a cliffhanger where the team returned to their present. However, upon their arrival, they find that the timeline has been altered. Instead of walking to their childhood home,
Sure.
they discover that people are still alive and that there's another group of children that are the superhero team instead of them.
Of course.
So it's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's great.
That's the concept right there.
Yeah.
Number 1, you become superheroes. Number 2, you break the rules. Number 3, you fight yourself. And that's it.
That's the story of every hero. Am I right?
Mhm.
Which also makes me think on, I saw something on Twitter about all the trilogies, right? We have Iron Man, Marvel, right? We have Spider-Man, Iron Man, Thor. Iron Man lost his arc reactors. Thor lost his hammer. Captain America lost his shield. And now Spider-Man, he lost everything, is what it said.
Sure. Literally.
I think that's
Literally loses everything.
the formula.
I have never watched Umbrella Academy. I gotta give it a shot.
Oh,
It's on my list.
I think you like it. It's
Okay,
pretty out
cool.
there. They do
Sweet.
well.
Love that.
And then lastly, before we go on, we got this is kind of a little funny one. The trailer for the Royal Treatment dropped, starring Laura Morano, Mina Masood. Of course, Laura is from Disney Channel, Austin and Ally, and Mina Masood is from the Genie movie. What's Aladdin? I lost it. He played Aladdin. Sorry, he played Aladdin in the live action. Live movie, Aladdin. And then the film released on January 20th on Netflix. It's one of those rom-coms.
Oh,
I mean,
now that I see the
yeah.
picture of this.
The story is so, it's so predictable, but hey, for you rom-com lovers out there, this one's going to be right up your alley. I thought it was kind of fun.
Yeah. Big rom-com guy. You know I love them.
Oh, yeah.
They're just the best.
We got to do a rom-com special soon.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready to go, and you are.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. And then coming up for HBO Max, we got a first look at Barry Season 3, releasing in 2022 on HBO. I can't wait to watch this, too.
Yeah.
I know people love this.
One of my favorite shows of all time.
That reminds me, Ryder. I finished Succession on HBO.
Yes.
Talk about that later.
Yep.
Maybe at the end.
Yeah.
At the end, we can give it.
I need to hear everything.
Okay, sweet. And then Zendaya features in a new poster for Euphoria Season 2. I know a lot of people are stoked for this too.
Mm-hmm. I saw the first season. Euphoria is such it's a guilty pleasure because it's so it's like a magnifying glass on these kids in school, and you're like, man, it's interesting. I don't want to get into it, but yeah. Up next for the new year, Harry Potter, the anniversary. The reunion special dropped. I heard some good things about that. People were excited. If you're a Harry Potter fan,
a lot of good things.
Come back. It's great, pretty nice. And then we got a first look, little photo of Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon coming to Netflix, which is
I haven't even seen the photo yet.
It's his take on Star Wars, which is it's not Star Wars, but it's called Rebel Moon, and oh baby, it's like gritty, dark. Yes, anything I love Zack Snyder. Like he does films how I want to see them. So
I did see this picture.
Mm-hmm. Pretty in the forest swamp kind of, I think.
I don't know. It's tough to say that I love Zack Snyder, but I love a couple things that Zack Snyder has done. Like, I really like Watchmen. I think Watchmen does not get the love it deserves.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I love everything this dude does. I'm trying to think of other stuff that I really like, but I don't know. I'd have to look.
Yeah, no.
Huh.
And that's really it. I mean, we've gone through all the news, ladies and gentlemen. We've done it all because we're recapping the end of the year. Right. It's been Christmas, New Year's. Hopefully, we'll start getting some more heavy news. But that was a lot of stuff. If you want to get into Succession now, this is our Succession part, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll do a quick little Succession thing, then we can get into our. But I finished Succession 1 a couple nights ago. I haven't started season 2 at all yet, so I'm literally that's it. And if you haven't seen Succession, I'm going to spoil the ending of season 1 right now. So I apologize. Skip 2 minutes if you haven't seen it and you want to watch it. But dude, Kendall is okay. Basically, I don't know. It's hard to. I can't explain all of Succession right now, but if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Kendall literally kills someone.
It's a pivotal moment.
He kills someone.
Yeah.
And there's a very emotional scene between him and his father, and you are like, "What the f just happened? What did I watch?" And I was shocked.
Yeah, it really makes you feel like that.
Shocked, bro. I'm sitting there, literally on my bed right here, like with my laptop. I'm like, "What is going on, bro?" I was like, there's no way.
I think I cried, right? I cried for the first time, not of sadness or joy, just of shock. I genuinely did because I was just so,
My jaw was dropped.
yeah, I was so invested into it. And I know you felt this like it's like a buildup of hatred, and I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna defeat you. But something that unites a father and son so well is that, and it's just like when he says my number one boy, it's like, oh my God, you built up the whole season for that, and then to just subvert, it's like, what? Like he takes a turn. He takes a turn.
The writing is so good and the acting is so good. When Ryder was just raving about this show for so long, I was like, okay, Succession, get to it eventually. We'll get there. But I am hooked. I'm hooked. It's very, very good. You guys need to give it a shot.
I'm glad. I'm glad you think so. And that's a kind of a big trope for the show. I'm feeling is that the whole show happens. Season finale is like a big shocker, right? Season 2 has a big shocker that's even more shocking than season 1, right?
Oh, I can't wait.
Season 3 has even probably the greatest finale I've ever seen. It's like another like build up and then shock, and it's like oh my! And they end it so like they end it kind of on a like a boom, like you want more. So it's like oh dude, it's just I'm glad you're into it. I'm excited to keep talking to you about it.
I can't wait to watch more. Yeah, I'll let you know when more stuff happens. Okay. For sure. I got James hooked on Game of Thrones right now. He's
right now, nice. So
I'm sure he'll have something to say next time he's on Freeze Frame.
Absolutely.
But let's jump into recommendations here. Ryder, hit me with your recommendation of the week.
Well, I put this one just because I have to. It's Cobra Kai, baby. I mean, guys, we can rave about it forever. We had a review up for season 3, I believe we did. It was season 3.
That's crazy. A whole year ago.
A whole year, a long time ago. No, we'll talk about season 4 soon, hopefully in a review. Yeah. But yeah, I just can't rave enough. It's a feel-good show, and it's action-packed. And oh man, even if you didn't watch the films, you'll love this. Check it out.
Right. Very, very good. I think for my recommendation this week, I'm going to recommend these 2 80s movies called Romancing the Stone and The Jewel of the Nile, with Michael Douglas and Danny DeVito in them. And God, they are so good. They do not make adventure movies like that anymore. It feels like Indiana Jones. It feels like Back to the Future. Like it's that time frame of movies. And literally, I don't know. They've captured some sort of adventure there that does not translate into movie now. And it's just fun. It's a good time. They're not like perfect movies or anything, but they're just tons and tons of fun. Highly recommend it. They're both on HBO Max. I have no idea why I watched the first one. I think someone was like, "Oh, you should watch Romancing the Stone," and I was like, "Okay, I'll give it a shot." And then I didn't know there was a sequel, so I watched the sequel the next day. And, oh, they're great. They're so good.
What? That's crazy. Yeah, I hear
Robert Zemeckis directed the first one.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, there you go. That's all you need. That's all you need to know. It's gonna be great if Zemeckis is attached to it. That's a good one. Thank you. I'll have to check that one out. Yeah. That's cool.
Tons of fun. Love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, we want to thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. It's been a happy new year to everybody. Again, we have all of our socials linked down below. If you want to follow us on Twitter, follow Vinny on Twitter, me on Twitter. Vinny has Twitch. He's streaming over there. Check him out. We have podcast platforms. We have everything. YouTube, because I know you guys listening. You can check out. We have a little video on YouTube, and just stay tuned because we got a lot more content coming. Yeah, and don't forget about our sponsor. Again, you can check out Manscaped. That'll be linked down below for supporting us here on the channel. That's about it. Ladies and gentlemen.
Love you guys. Thank you. What was that? Episode 44?
Episode 44. We're getting through it.
See you guys next week for 45. Let's get it.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.